Senor Massimo, Senor Rahul, both from Canada. Why are you guys here together? I want to do this individually. You guys' partnership is going too long.
He's the celebrity.
He's the celebrity.
I am the backup.
No, you have a very nice setup on your streamings. It's pretty cool. Like this whole purple thing is pretty cool.
I'm trying to become his cameraman, his personal cameraman.
Okay.
That's my objective.
No need to. Can you bring this a little closer? Home?
Really?
So yeah, no, it's capturing, but it's just for us to be in the same frequency.
Okay. No problems.
So let's go individually, Rahul. Let's go with your first. Why you decided to start to do the YouTube channel? You told me that your daughter was kind of one of the biggest persons to kind of.
No.
No, I'm sorry. So thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Right?
That was not the. Why did I take up YouTube?
Yeah.
Well, about 2 years ago, I wanted to expand my skills in videography and photography. I didn't know cameras front to back. I knew nothing about cameras. And I thought it would be good for me to expand that in my line of work, which is digital marketing anyway. And I wanted to shoot rail cars because I came from a background of rail car racing, and I hung out and I modified Mopars and created really fast cars. So I wanted to shoot rail cars, but then COVID hit. And so I had bought my first camera, I think, in November.
Okay.
The year before 2019, and then 2020, COVID hit. And, well, everyone's stuck inside. And I was like, well, I still want to shoot something, and I still want to shoot cars. And then I remembered I had a slot car track. So I was like, okay, I'll launch a YouTube channel with SlotCars and see where it takes me.
Okay.
I used to watch Massimo and that slot car guy, Travis. Their YouTube channels, and I saw them doing their car reviews. And I'm like, I think I can do this too, you know. So there you go. And then from there, just started using my cameras. I remember because, I don't go half-ass into anything. I went to a camera store and I bought $10,000 of camera equipment, and my mom was like, "What are you doing?" So I had to put them to use. Otherwise, it would have been no. So I started shooting slot cars.
And now the channel is growing. You're traveling around the places. Second different country that you went to. It's crazy.
I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what you saw, but I do like to travel. When I was wargaming, I traveled the whole world.
Okay.
Playing wargaming. I was a very competitive player.
All right. What kind of game were you playing?
AOS. I was ranked top 10 in the world.
Really?
Wow. Yeah. And I was ranked number 1 in Canada for a while. So I played a lot of wargaming. Did a lot of it. Had my own club. Had like tournaments in my own basement. I had my own hobby store as well for wargaming. Yeah, so I was all in. I told you, like, I'm always in. When I started racing cars, I bought my own performance shop. I built my own performance shop. I was all in again. So I haven't got there with slot cars yet, but so maybe.
The performance shop was back in Kenya or here?
No, in Canada.
In Canada.
Yeah.
How old were you when you moved back from here, from Kenya?
21.
To Canada. 21.
Yeah.
And your family were in Canada already?
I had an aunt in Montreal.
Okay.
Yeah, majority of my mom's family was in Canada at that time. Yeah.
And why did you decide to come here?
Majority of my mom's family. I was coming for university, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Like in Kenya, when you graduate high school, everyone leaves to go to university.
Okay.
So they all travel around the world. Majority go to America, MIT, wherever it is. So I initially went to England. But it was pretty expensive, so my family was already here, and we immigrated here. In the beginning, it was just supposed to be me coming to Canada, but at the end, it was the whole family moved over, so that's where we're here.
You also told me that your family was involved in motor racing. You have this background in Kenya, right?
We were involved in a lot of things. So
legal things, right? Everything was legal, right? Just let's make it clear for the cameras. Everything was legal.
Yeah. My family has always had mechanics in the house.
Okay.
So both my uncles were mechanics. We were farmers, so we had like trucks and things that were always being fixed. And one thing that happened with my family was every year they would put a car in a rally, or prepare a rally car.
Okay.
So we had that background in rallying and stuff.
And you were a racer driver.
Sometimes. I don't know if I'm a racer driver or a racer crasher.
Crasher. So talking about the crash, you start to tell me that story and told you hold it for the cameras, hold it for the cameras. What happened with the crash?
Severe
there was a
accident.
cow moving, right?
That was the first one.
Okay,
I
first
had
one.
two major accidents.
Did you get a nice barbecue after all, at least?
Don't remember that one.
Don't remember what.
Barbecues are always good in Kenya.
No, because you crashed a cow. It's probably...
Yeah. On the Marham Road, 200 kilometers an hour, hit the cow. So that was the end of that. That was the end of that stage in the race. And then the second one rolled the car.
Okay.
So,
and which one's the worst?
The second one landed me in the hospital. So, I think that was...
Say something about 6 months, right?
Yeah, 6 months, no sight. It was pretty bad.
Celica?
No, the second one was the Celica. The first one was the Datsun 120J.
Okay.
So I've crashed.
I've crashed. Okay, we're here. That's good.
But
so we stayed 6 months out. 6 months out in the hospital.
Yeah, pretty much.
How old were you?
16.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't be driving.
Uh,
Secondly, with that age, it's oh my God, we're talking about this today. Yeah, I think you have the sense of responsibility.
Yeah, you have no fear.
Yeah,
That's
no fear. Yeah, and your father probably less than to put a kid in a 200 miles per hour, 200 kilometers per hour car in a place where you see cows around.
No father, so it's a
no father.
different story.
Okay. So tell me more about your channel. Your channel is devoted to do only reviews on cars, or are you doing more stuff about?
I don't know what my channel is anymore. What is my channel?
Because you guys been coming to those events. I saw you guys at the UK Festival, and you're coming for those events. You're probably going to do more. And I know that all the channels of three of you, Pete, you, even that SlotCar guy, the SlotCar dude in Germany. You guys, when you do those events, the channel kind of lose a little bit of tracking, and it's not the home safe that you guys have in your studio, your lights and everything else. So when you are in your studio, what are you covering? Is there any specific brand? Is there like why should I follow you as a SlotCar? Wow. Yeah,
this is a powerful question.
There you go.
I don't know why anyone should follow me, so that's number one.
They shouldn't.
Let's just see. Like I said, as I've got more and more comfortable with the SlotCar world, like I said, like I always say this in my live streams, like this hobby is like an onion. You peel off a layer and there's another layer and then another layer and another layer. The thing is, where do you fit in? That's been my biggest question to myself. When I first started, it was very simple. I knew that my first year I had to shoot 52 videos. It was 52 cars. It was simple. A video a week.
Why you need one video a week?
One video a week. That was the goal. Shoot them. But I didn't want to just shoot them like regular. I wanted to shoot them cinematically. And I really pushed my video game because obviously I wanted to learn videography and photography. So shooting cars in motion. If you notice, every shot that I ever did was in motion. And the cars move fast. And one thing that you will know about me is I don't slow down the cars. I don't slow down the cars to shoot. I just shoot them at full speed because I think that's the whole challenge for myself as a videographer and photographer is to shoot them at speed. You can slow down a car, but it kind of looks fake. You can tell when slow motion, when the car is really slow by the rotation of the rims and tires and stuff like that. So initially I was shooting at 1,000 frames per second. It was too slow and you need a lot of light. So if you look at my track, if you look at my shots, there's like 10 light boxes over the track. And that wasn't enough. And then I bought a 120-inch spread umbrella that I used to light a certain section. Even that wasn't enough for 1,000 frames per second. Because 1,000 frames per second is the shutter speed is moving so fast, you get a lot of grain if you're not careful.
Sure.
So I had to learn a lot.
Yeah.
And then I learned speed ramping and doing the motion effects. Like all of that is really what I'm here to do.
Okay.
The SlotCars is a bonus because I cannot race anymore because of my sickness. The SlotCars give me that escape to be around the world, and it's holding history. Every time you pick up a car, you're holding a piece of history. And I may not afford the real car, but like we went to the museum, I can't afford Lamborghinis and and McLarens and all that, but I can afford to put them on my wall.
Right? The wall is there. The 1/32 scale version.
Exactly. So I wanted to build a wall of art with cars, with the slot cars.
You told me that you have a quite large collection and you start to sell some, right?
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? When I first entered the slot car world, I just used to buy anything and everything. So I started with 30. In 2008, when I first got in, I bought a couple of cars. So I had like about 20 or something. So when I got back into the slot car world, I wanted a lot of cars. And then I remember going to Ernie's shop, Ernie Mazzetti, MR, and I had just met him. Went to Scale Racing Center, and we're talking. He's like, "What do you want to be?" I said, "I want to be a collector." And he's like, "So how many cars do you have?" I'm like, "Right now about 100." He's like, "Nah, to be a collector you have to have 1,000." So I was like, 1,000.
Good salesman, Ernie. Congratulations.
That's a very good salesman.
Congratulations, Ernie. I have a lot to learn from you.
Yeah. So I took that was the goal. The goal was 1,000 cars, and 2 years later I have 800 cars.
Okay, all from Ernie.
No, from around the world.
But Ernie sold a lot to you.
I bought a lot from Ernie.
Good man, Ernie. Good for you, Ernie. I have a lot to learn from you.
So yeah, and then came a point where you start to run out of space, and so that's what happened.
And then Ernie came along and sold you a house. Good man, Ernie.
Yeah, so it got to a point where the space became a premium. I wasn't sure whether I was going to be downsizing my property or not. So I had to look at my collection with clear eyes and say, what can I do? And I talked to Massimo about this.
Sophie's choice. You go, you stay. Yeah. You go, you stay.
It's hard. He knows. He knows. He comes over.
How many cars do you have?
Nowhere near that. I have about maybe 270.
Okay.
So
yeah.
All right.
Nowhere near Rahul's status.
Yeah. Yeah, so now I only collect Porsches, rally cars, and Mopars. That's it.
Okay. Yeah,
so everything else that's in the collection.
That's a good restriction. Yeah, that's a good restriction. Now you have a Group C car to put it on. I hope you don't sell that thing. No, I know that you don't like the car. Don't blame me. You didn't like the car, so.
No, it wasn't that. No, I didn't know how. Okay, like to become good at racing, you got to feel the car. I think and. You have to understand coming here.
Oh, it's very hard for you guys. It's a challenge. It's a big challenge.
Completely hard for me. I don't race wood. I hardly race non-magnet. I hardly use my analog controller. And then I'm here. I got a car that when I picked up the car, I was like, "What's all this float? Why is there so much float on this?" And so everything was very raw, and I knew that. No matter how much practice I got, it was never going to be competitive so I wasn't going to hold myself to too much practice or whatever. I was just coming for the experience, and you guys did an awesome show. I geek out over tech stuff, so I was geeking out over Carlos and everything that he had. Like that was more like I was like, oh, if only I could run 10 cameras and stuff like that. Like that's what geeks me out.
Yeah.
Like the cars. I mean, the driving is incredible, right? I wish I had the opportunity to shoot slow motion and all that, but it's very difficult with all the track marshalling and everything.
Yeah, it's hard to get around the track. Actually, we need to protect the surroundings of the track because of the risks. Imagine if a camera drops by, or even a little bit of your sweat comes on that thing, and people are going to be mad.
100%.
Did you see yesterday people calling track just because they see the breeds a little bit off?
Yeah, 100%.
So they get very precious.
So like that's all the experience for me, right? I've never had that kind of experience, and
But did you feel overwhelmed, just like you feel at the UK festival? Like this
overwhelmed. My first overwhelming point was the museum.
The museum?
Yeah, like this whole situation. Like even qualifying.
He's calling a situation.
The whole situation. Yeah, the qualifying. I remember getting in for CSCS, Canadian Sport Compact Series. I remember my first run vividly. I had my Charger. I'd never run road course before. And
talk about RC cars.
No, rail cars.
Oh, real cars.
Right?
Okay.
I remember vividly.
So you brought your racing career from Kenya to Canada.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Canadian Sport Compact Series.
Okay.
I was part of a racing team, but I remember the first run. So DDT, Driver Development Training track. I'd run it clockwise hundreds of laps. I get to the race, my first race, they're running counterclockwise. So I'm like, I've never run
What a
counterclockwise.
luck.
I've never run counterclockwise before. So number one. Number two, they start going to driver training center to tell you about black flag, blue flag, orange flag. And I was totally overwhelmed. And then number three, I asked my friend to come the race, one of the part owners of the racing team. I asked him to come with me in the car. Yeah, no problems. Go line up. I'll be there. For the first run, just to come with me.
So nobody came.
He didn't come. So
What a friend.
I go on the track, and now my heart's pounding. I can remember my heart pounding. I wasn't calm. My head was pounding. I put up the sunroof on my car because we were running, just bring it to the track the way it was at that time. And I remember I got black flagged. So my first racing experience that day was the most vivid experience I remember.
You're traumatized by that.
Yeah.
Don't transfer this to SlotCars. You're not inside of the car anymore.
So when I came here for qualifying, none of that affected me. I was
Okay.
okay. No problems. Even running, I had no problems.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Very calm.
Very
no
calm.
problems.
There you go.
Yeah.
But did you enjoy the race? I know that you have some technical problems. You have to jump out of.
That's fine, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't here to race competitively. If I was here to race competitive, different story, right? But I have a long journey for that, like long journey. I don't even know how to properly tune a car.
Sure.
So first, like I said, onions to the hobby, right? So I'm stage one still,
So what kind of cars do you collect? What brands do you collect? Any brands?
Scalato's my favorite brand.
Really? Look at you.
100%. Because
did you get some big stickers? You have some big stickers. Did you see it?
No, I haven't.
Grab from me.
Yeah. Scalato. I fall in love with Scalato. It's my favorite brand. I love the R chassis, the RS chassis. I love the technicality of it. I haven't understood it yet. There's like I said, I have a long way to go.
We have some videos of we did the Scale Auto Festival here, and after the race, you always do a race winning video. Okay. I have Ian's car here actually. I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
From yesterday. So that's something very good about this community. Like, they need to bring. I kept the car that win the race.
Okay.
So I do a opening up and I break down the whole car. So if you go, so just let me show right here. See, this is Ian's cars from yesterday. The champ. The champ is here. So the car is right here. So they give the car and I can literally break down
Oh, look at
some
this.
Scale Auto.
Oh,
Thank you.
Scalato.
Favorite brands. You look like Mrs. Yeah. Congratulations. It's a page. It's a page in Miss Scale Auto. Thank you. So we keep the car, and that's good because then we can open up and check out the secrets and talk about other components and the screws. Like right here, I already see that they have different screws to hold the pod and this kind of stuff. We go through it. So if you go to that series, and we have some Scale Autos because we have the Scale Auto Festival here, and we break down Ian's car actually. It was a Dodge Viper, and then you can learn a lot of little tricks. And I understand that the Scale Auto chassis is a little ahead on the game because you have much more room to change stuff. You have pieces that you put suspension on. You have more options to put screws on. Have screws to hold the body up. It's very good. It's very nice.
Yeah, I have one RS body so far, and
so
I have
they all the same bodies, right?
Yeah.
So the home series is the one with the basic chassis, or one piece chassis with the motor. So that's here to compete with Scalextric, Fly, with plastic wheels and Carrera. And then you have the R version, which comes already with the Pro Chassis. And you have the RS version. The RS version comes from Spain because they made handmade there. That comes with front metal wheels, back metal wheels, suspension. There's an optional Lexan driver on it. So that's why it's a little bit more expensive. And then you have the Pro version. The Pro, they're only making LMP cars now. That comes with a bigger chassis, with the green pod that is harder. It's a different. The green pod is not only harder, but it's a different angle. They have only 15 degrees. It's an angle winder. It's almost a sidewinder. So, but the bodies are the same. They really use the same body for our cars. It's just what is underneath.
Yeah, it's I have the Pro version, which is the LMP car that just came out, the Porsche. Yeah, and then I have an RS version, and then I have mostly R version chassis.
Yeah, you can transform an R into an RS, just putting suspension and metal wheels.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot to learn. I mean, RC is even worse, right? Like there's a lot more to learn. So I came from an RC world when I had my hobby shop. So it just takes time and effort to sit down and learn these things. But right now I'm trying to sit down and learn my cameras. That's basically what I'm trying to sit down.
So it's a camera channel that talks about slot cars.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. That pretty much is that. So
I don't even talk about cameras, do I?
It's the other way around. I'm gonna send you the same camera instead of here.
I probably geek out like his 5D and stuff. And
we you know that we have from that's our background, me and Carlos, right? We're from film and TV, and that's why you see so many cameras, and that's explain a little bit about the yesterday broadcast we put ourselves into it. And
amazing broadcast.
That's nothing that we've never done before.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I directed the Donald Trump's Miss Pageant, the semifinal in Brazil.
Yeah,
the
nice.
semifinal, with TV broadcast and other things. What about you, sir? Oof. So you guys live close by, right? Like 20 minutes away.
About 30 minutes apart.
30 minutes apart. And you used to go to the Ernest track too, right?
Yeah. So I found it by accident because Ernie does no advertising at all.
Yes.
I typed it in on my phone. SlotCar tracks local to me. Scalar Racing Center came up. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll go check it out. I go to this unit, no sign, nothing.
He has a sign now.
Now he has a sign, but then he had nothing. I'm like, am I at the right place? I peek through the window. I see some people playing slot cars. I'm like, okay, I'm at the right place. Walk in. Ernie's there. I didn't know who he was.
Right away, you got 10 cars. Good, Ernie. Good one.
You did so many cars that day. Up until I went there, I had no analog cars, no experience with analog. Walked in there. He introduced himself. He showed me, oh, these are my cars. I built these. I had no idea. I'm like, oh, cool. Nice to meet you. I told him who I was. He's like, oh, here. He just gave me a car. Go try this. I ended up buying that car. So it was the McLaren that he has. Drove it, loved it. I think I bought 3 cars that day.
Oh, the McLaren is beautiful.
The McLaren's beautiful. Yeah. I got the Marlboro one. I loved it.
The Marlboro is one of the most. Yeah. It's one of the rarest ones.
Yeah.
It's super expensive though.
Yeah.
Good investment.
Yeah, good investment.
Which
Thank you, Ernie.
What else do you have there? I had the very first one, the Golf.
The Golf one?
Yeah, and I used to race here at Culver City Raceway, Big Lou's, and nobody knew about it. And it was very nice because it's a plastic track, and on that car you can put front suspension.
Oh, okay.
And we were running a class that was no magnet, and I think that made a lot of difference because I won a couple of races with that car.
Oh, nice.
But that first car has a problem in the project. The lenses in the front body, they touch the front wheel. So we need to find a way to fix that. Lowering the tires or just kind of sending a little bit the back of the headlights. Okay. But that was the first one. And it was a pain in the ass because they put out the pictures of the Marlboro one. And I keep trying to contact him. That was way before I worked here. So I keep contacting him. When is the Marlboro coming? Because I'm Brazilian. I'm Senna. So the Marlboro one. He never replied to me. And came like 4 years later. So I ran the Golf one for a long time.
Yeah. Nice.
But what else do you have there? You got the McLaren. What was the second model?
The McLaren. There was the Mazda. Was it the
76B?
Yeah, 76B. The 2. There was a test one, the black one, and then the colored one. Those 2 that day. Yeah. 3 cars in a day. 3 cars in one day.
Without a sign in front. You see, Ernie? You got it, man.
Ernie's very good.
And then you came back there to race, or you never raced there?
I went there, did a couple. He has a polycar track in the basement, so a couple lapping days. I never did a competitive race up until recently. That was my first competitive race about 2 months ago.
Okay.
I went and did a polycar race with it was Group C as well. So I did that. Came 4th, which I was happy with.
Did you know about that? He was racing Group C before here. He comes with some experience.
Yeah,
you can think about cameras. You know, I know I'm ahead of the game. I know where those. I know how to break those cars. I know how to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
how was the race?
It was good. It wasn't anywhere near this caliber, but
it's a local race.
It was experience and it was a fun race. I really enjoyed it. It's a different plastic compared to wood, but I very much enjoyed it.
Do they race every week or every month there?
They have a racing, I believe, every Wednesday. They do at that time they were doing Group C.
Different classes, right?
Yeah, so they were doing a Group C class for like a month or 2 months.
Can you race slotted and MR SlotCars Group C's in the same class?
I believe you can.
Yeah. Ernie. Yeah, you got Ernie.
Yeah. Now he's doing an MR slot car only Porsche championship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. We're gonna have the MR SlotCar Challenge here in a couple of months.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's another. We have 4 big races for the 4 manufacturers. We opened the season with the Scale Auto Festival that we call. We might have to change the name because it was called a festival because we have an enduro on Saturday and a race on Sunday. So we only have this. I'm adopting the same format that you guys lived this weekend with qualifying on Saturday and a race on Sunday for all those 4 races. And they're gonna have the same hours, everything. We got the badge. It's gonna be the same thing. Of course, the nationals is a little bit more popular because we call them the nationals. We promote a little bit more, and it was the first one that we started to do it. So beginning of the season, we have the Scale Auto Festival, and then we have the nationals in August, and then we have in September, end of September, we have the MR SlotCar Challenge, and then we have the NSR Western Championship in December.
Okay.
So all those 4, same format, same thing.
Same. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. And we're talking with Motown. We might have transfer one of these races to them.
Oh, cool.
Not only transfer, but duplicate the same race in a couple of months. So people who want to come from here race there, they can go. People can come from there to race here.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe Ernie can himself there and do 3 more.
So are you planning to come back to race there or
To race here?
to Ernie?
To Ernie? Yeah, I want to go back. It's my schedule changes weekly. Sometimes I work nights, days.
What do you do professionally?
So right now I'm working at my local city in facility management. So I'm managing a building. So all the maintenance aspects. So like the HVAC, the ice, because we have ice rinks. So like the Zamboni.
Ice rinks.
Yeah, skating, hockey.
Since that is very popular in Canada, right?
A little bit. It's catching on.
Does every Canadian knows how to ski? How to
Funny enough, I work in a rink, but I stink at skating.
Skating, yeah.
Yeah.
You suck really good.
Yeah.
Do you?
I don't know any winter sports.
Okay, good. So apparently nobody likes skating. They just have it because it's cold as hell.
Just for looks.
I mean,
Just for the looks. We have the skating.
I mean, we escaped the winter by playing slot cars. Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you guys think in your city it's more like a home activity because you only have Ernie with the track out, right?
Right now, yeah, I'm gonna say it's more home based. There's not much out there right now.
Probably because of the cold.
Yeah, it's much more home based.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I think
say.
the whole East Coast of North America, East Coast is more home based.
Yeah.
Small clubs maybe, like a 4-lane basement, and they can come in with friends.
Yeah, since the channel, we met a lot of guys that do that. They'll host races in their basement once a week, once a month, whatever the case is, whenever they could get enough guys out.
Yeah.
So the channel introduced me to that. A bunch of guys, hey, come by, come see the track. We do racing once a month. So it's always been there. You don't hear about it unless you're actually involved.
Do you ever plan to have a big track at your home?
It's hard right now. What I have, I don't think I could go much bigger. It's already 18 feet by 8 feet.
It's
table.
electrics or Carrera?
Carrera right now.
Carrera, not digital, right?
Digital, yeah.
Digital.
Digital and analog. Yeah.
Now you have the box.
I have the Omni.
And the
Omni
one
box.
that Jim was
Jim,
here.
yeah.
We both have it. Yeah.
You have the Omni. Is it a good
Yeah.
product? You
It's
like
very
it?
good, yeah. It's flawless. I haven't had any issues with it. Can't complain.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried to carry that thing here, but we couldn't figure out the price with Jim. But I think it just goes to buy straight from him. It's very accessible. He's a very good guy. He's right now doing the Michael Nima's workshop.
Yeah, he was telling me he was going to go today.
Yeah. Was there. Carlos picked them up at the hotel.
Nice.
Very, very nice. And what about your channel?
So mine's not, I don't think as colorful as Rahul's story.
No, Rahul is beautiful. Out there is all purple. He looks like a, yeah, sure. You got the light right. If you see live, it's not the same, but over there, he's handsome.
I know.
Wow.
Sure. I got it.
I feel
Very confident on that. Very confident below that purple light of
below
yours.
the purple lights.
It's purple, right?
No, it's blue.
It's
It's
blue.
okay.
It's blue.
Which it depends on
No,
the
you
live
have some
stream.
have some LEDs around you, right? It's not purple.
No,
Of
No
course you
LED.
have.
I have no. I do not have LEDs. Let's be clear. When I'm upstairs, I have 3 studios in my house.
Okay, go, okay.
No. Wrong guy.
You forgot the wrong guy.
Are you Manuel, come on.
Yeah, that's right. No, I have in my upstairs studio is blue lights
Blue
in
lights.
the background. Yeah,
Okay.
you know the YouTuber thing where they shine a light on the wall and create the blue.
Yeah,
I have that.
I thought it was purple. Sorry.
And then downstairs, when I do the live stream, I have a purple ring light sometimes on in the back.
Yeah. There
But
you go.
now it's green normally. I never
Mhm.
had purple. Maybe I switched to purple just for you.
Maybe
Yeah, I think
that
so.
day that I was watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you have fun on race, Massimo?
Fun here?
Yeah.
Oh, it was
At
the
race.
best. It was an amazing experience, and like, except for qualifying for me, I was nervous.
Yeah. Which place you qualify?
I think I was 47.
Is it crazy to have 47? How many
Something
people were racing?
I know.
47 out of 75 is almost midfield. You're cool.
Midfield. I think when I saw the sheet,
Did
I
you-
don't know if it was the final results, but I think I saw 34. I
Okay.
finished. If that, I don't know if
I
that was the
see,
final
I see.
results, but
Well, if you finish 34, you're good.
if that's final, I'm very happy with that.
You're
I
good.
thought I would get nowhere near that, so
Let me see. 34 Massimo. Here goes 144 laps, 0.14. If you had one more lap, you will finish 30th
Yeah.
because of
Not
one
great.
lap. If you had
those D-slots, man.
if you had 4 more laps, you will finish 20th.
Wow.
4 more laps.
Just for.
Yeah.
Just for.
That's literally 60 slots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had a good chunk of D-slots.
And if you have 25 more laps, you won the race.
I was right there.
That's right there.
It's
Yeah.
Bunch of horse stints.
Yeah, and at the
Yeah,
same
pretty
time,
much.
An extra stint
Yeah.
if you have won the race.
and at the same time, if you lost 20 laps, you would be at finish at the end. So you're
Yeah.
right there in
We're in
middle
mid-pack,
pack. Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
good.
No, I'm very happy with that. I didn't think I'd get nowhere near that after seeing the practice times people were doing.
Your fastest lap during the race was 6:93.
You did that with one lap on my car when you were
Well,
testing.
I kind of live here now.
I kind of live here now.
I'm here 18 hours a day, so yeah, sure. No, but the track is not that easy to get, especially the S. You need
Yeah.
to be trusting a lot in your car to find your pace
Yeah.
around it. And if you're trying a car that you don't know, it's difficult.
It's a lot. You're learning the car, the track, and the track when you see it online or in person for the first time, you can't see the off-camber corners until you're going track level. When I came in and I camber corners.
So the
here.
track goes out and then comes back, right? So
Yeah.
if you see from the driver's point of view, you have four tables in front of you.
Mhm.
And if you are the driver's point of view, if you see on level of the first of the straight, the track is kind of it's not straight. You have the angle, so it looks to you that way. So
Yeah.
you can see the whole track. Almost look. It's pretty amazing what Gary Gerding could do
Yeah.
because we knew that we need elevations and we want to go up and then come down and then go up again and come down again.
Mhm.
So if you see the track kind of looks
Yeah, it's
to
like
you.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to brag about what this track
No, it's
is.
smart
was
the way it's
made
made.
for
Yeah.
1/32.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things like it fits the building greatly.
Mhm.
You have 50 inches clear on each side, so you can, if you need to go to the forklift to the front, we can go with the forklift all around. You can pull a pallet all around. And this side here is a little bit bigger because we have more space to explore. So here is like 17 or 18 feet, and then over there is 11. So it's kind of a triangle, but doesn't look like. There's a lot of small designs that we did, and I wanted to get to the main straight coming down, so you can take that corner that goes to the main straight with a hit, so you can go fast
Yeah.
there. There's a little things that we designed that worked.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of things that didn't work, but I don't need to
We don't talk about
I don't
those,
need to
yeah.
alert anybody.
Yeah.
So just discover yourself.
No, the track flow is very nice. I really,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
And every single straight that you see, even the small ones, you can punch it. I can
Yeah.
keep saying that to you, so we can always punch it. So even if you have this small straight,
Just give
there is space for those 1/32 cars, so you can punch it and break it again.
Okay.
It's fun when you find a good pace with a good car and you keep beating the times. It's very fun.
Mm.
And if you're winning a race, even if it's only on a heat, if you have the fastest car and you're overtaking everybody and just taking everybody out, it's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Maybe
Yeah,
next
next
time. Maybe next time. So what is the channel about? Like you?
So mine started during COVID. At the time, I was working in a marketing company in the back, building their displays and products. Like we build stuff basically. I got laid off because of COVID, and I was stuck at home. Had the Carrera set, and decided to put it on some tables, set it up because I was bored.
Mhm.
And that wasn't enough, so I went in the backyard, found some old plywood, 2x4, built a table. Put it on the table, started ordering scenery, and messed around like that. One day I was bored. I'm like, let me try putting this on YouTube just to see what happens. If you go back, you'll see my first video was just a very poorly shot video of my track. it got a lot of views right away. Just the timing was perfect because everyone's looking for a hobby at that time. So it kind of really got popular quick. So I'm like, okay, let me do a review, see how it goes. Again, I'll never watch that video now because it's terrible. But people watched it, liked it. So that's how it started. I had no intentions or thought that it would get as big as it got. But yeah, it just started like that. And now I just try to make, because we have the guys like Travis and that does news. And Marty does a lot of technical stuff. So everyone has their own thing already. So I don't want to do that. So I try to do more fun videos like the Disney series or like an F1 series, just to try to get kids involved. And so I'm just trying to make it more fun. I don't take it too seriously where I get in technical aspects of it. Just make fun videos and shorts and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you're a good driver. We're here again sometime. Yeah, we were just
Thank you.
right there. Yeah, maybe we should develop more this side of the.
I want to do more competitive wood track racing.
And maybe
I do
bring
like
that
it.
to the channel too.
I'd like to visit that. I told him already we should get more practice at Ernie's wood track.
And which controller did you use yesterday? The Falco?
The Falco, yeah.
It was the same, right?
Same, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Ernie's influence is all over.
Ernie
Yes,
again.
that's Ernie.
Okay.
Ernie told us to
Ernie.
buy this controller. You need to buy this controller.
Yeah, everything was
I
Ernie.
have a lot to learn. I have a lot to learn. That's pretty cool, guys. And I really appreciate you guys coming here. I know it's not that long of a trip, but it's a long trip for you guys. I hope this was a good experience for you and a good networking because we have the guys from Magnetic Racing. I had Mauricio here. I have Michael Nieman's here. Bob Scott, the track builder, was here. Even Joe Morton, the driver, came to here. Chris Agajanian from Ascot was here too. So it's I want to make this like a good hangout place, especially during the nationals.
Yeah.
First slot car race at a bleacher.
Yeah,
Isn't it crazy?
It was
Isn't it
crazy
crazy?
to see that,
We still can't believe it. And I hope you guys have a good time. I hope you guys to see you again
No,
here. I really hope that you say, okay, that's a good experience. I might bring a friend. I might come again, and because that's our goal. Our goal is to make this store thrive.
Yeah.
And bring the slot cars back.
100%,
Yeah, I think you've established that this is the place to be. Like your production value has already uplifted, I think, even the hobby community. I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure.
That's one thing I want to say. The production yesterday was fantastic.
Yeah.
So I know Carlos was behind the scenes, but you did an amazing job with the camera work.
100%.
Don't brag too much. He's gonna ask for.
His head's gonna be too big. I know. All
Yeah,
right,
I mean,
you did
it was
okay. You did
it was
okay.
okay.
I'll tell you, the whole team, from Mark's interviews.
Mark was cool.
Mark,
Mark
yeah,
was
he killed
cool.
it.
Joan just lost it
John.
yesterday. Did you see
Yeah,
him try
yeah.
to get a wave out of everybody? He just lost it, and we never saw. Me and he was just, oh my god, I miss that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and John was great with the camera.
Yeah.
Carlos is always behind the scenes, so
And
then there's you running around doing everything from rubbing the braids down to everything else. It's
you didn't see me punch nobody, so that was
Yeah,
a good
you
fun.
know.
I was ready to say, cut to commercial. I need to punch someone.
Yeah, so I mean, and the commercials.
Although there-
commercials, come on. Which slot car or channel has
and
commercials?
people will say things about that, but those are real.
I know
Those
that's
are
what
real
I'm saying.
commercials.
Like,
Yeah.
real
They're-
commercials from
they're-
real clients. Like this is next level.
Yeah.
This is like the Super Bowl. You should just
Super
start
Bowl.
calling it the Super Bowl.
Actually, Kia sent the Super Bowl commercial for us.
There you go.
The commercial that was the Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah, set the precedent. I think.
Honestly.
And like I think this is what we need. People say slot cars are back, but the slot car is not changed from 70s to 60s to now. I mean, yes, the cars have developed, but the concept is the same. It's what we're doing with the new technology. I think that will push it forward, right?
The concept is the same. Come here, have fun, make friends, compete. Has this strange adrenaline that goes around you. Be focused for 3 minutes and nothing else.
And it's amazing that you have 10-year-olds and 8-year-olds competing with.
Yeah.
Are you
the
seeing
regular
Arlo?
people,
Arlo,
right?
yeah.
Arlo?
Like I
He
think
could be on the
that's-
microphone until today.
he's
We
good,
did
yeah.
for 2 days just talking about. And the comments, I don't see if he has the average to move to the next group. How old are you, kids? What are you talking about? What the hell? Was that something like that he said, right? What? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Don't forget the midfield. Let's talk
Yeah,
about the midfield.
let's talk about the midfield.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, 100%. You guys did a fantastic job. I think everyone is we're pushing so everyone's back in 2 years.
Yeah, that's the plan.
For sure.
2 years. We're gonna just ignore 2025.
See,
Just gonna jump on it. And just like,
See.
yeah, nah.
no,
2000,
2025.
nah. Odd numbers, nah.
Nah.
What's the reason? Like,
I think it's put out there to our YouTubers so
Okay.
that we're all here in full force
all right.
for 2026. So
It's ignore. Okay.
yeah, 2025. Maybe we'll be back.
Maybe. It's
This
not
guy-
for us, it's not that
This
far.
guy might have
Yeah, it's not that
some
far.
serious things to consider for 2025.
Guys, thank you very much again. It's not
yeah.
taken. We're not taking for granted. I know that you guys did a lot to come here, and as little that we help, it was a pleasure to have you guys as the guests.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Count on me to help to develop your channels. Count on Electric Dreams to help to develop it, even if it's making contact with manufacturers to have products to see stuff. We're here to help.
Yeah.
And if you need me on the camera, great. If you need Carlos on camera, I don't advise.
Don't
This is the face of the operation for a
Yeah, the
reason.
king of
That's why behind the camera.
Yeah, that's the face. Charisma is here, guys. Guys, thank you again, right?
No
Thank you.
problem. man.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.